how's it going? Welcome to the channel. First video with car stuff and not bike stuff. And first car on the list is this 1966 Ford Custom. Hasn't ran in 5 years. Customer wants to get it back up and running again and driving down the road. So let's do a little walk around. I kind of show you what's neat about this car. That it's not a normal 66 Ford Custom, and we'll go around and I'll show you, so stay tuned. Alright, so 66 Ford Custom. It's got a 390. We were looking around in this car and the customer bought this because it is very, very, very cool. Not just because it's a Ford Custom, but it's a 390. I'm going to show you a few things. It's got like a hole in the roof there. Has a hole here in the back. It's kind of odd, and I don't know if you can see this. There's a number here, and then we were looking underneath, and there's some extra holes drilled. And if you come inside, and he was showing me this, and I didn't know that, but if you look at that speedometer, the dots in the center are within 2-mile increments. And then it's got a bunch of other, it's hard to see in here, but it's got 3 pedals on the column. We're almost positive that to local where we are in Washington State, that this was a factory option, maybe not factory option, but it was custom ordered for a cop car. Because of the light on the top, it's got the antenna, it's got the speedo that's not what's supposed to be in this car, and then the extra mounting and the numbers and 390. But I think it's cool because it's got a 390 and a 3 on the column. That's just super cool. So maybe as time goes, and we'll start, the only thing we haven't found was the build sheet on this car, which it could be, I guess, on top of the fuel tank, but I'm not sure that we're going to pull that thing. So we're going to go ahead and get into this thing and see what we can come up with. Alright, well, we're going to start going through the basics of, it's only been 5 years since this thing's ran, but it'd be nice to get it back up and running again. I have no doubt that it will run. Let's pull this air cleaner off. And what we were told, and I haven't verified 100%, but that's the original carburetor for it, which I do have a rebuild kit. Be here in the morning, but we're going to go through and just probably pull it off, because I'm just going to go ahead and rebuild it. He said it was flooding out when he drives it, but might as well just give it a dunk and cleaning and pull it apart and make sure it's good to go. Let's see what's on the distributor here. Brand new points, probably. Yep. Oh, they're nasty though. They're nasty. So, I guess we'll get in here and probably go ahead and clean those points up real quick, and then see if we get to get spark. Or maybe we'll just pull that carburetor off and we'll go down that road. I'm not 100% sure yet. Have any oil in it? Whoa. It's way over full. Whew. Smells like old gas too. I can only imagine. So I don't know if you can see. Let's see if you can see that. No, you can't. Let me move you in here a little closer. It's got the great fuel filter. Don't worry, I got a new one for that. I'm gonna get rid of that stupid thing. He even asked me. He said, I heard some bad things about those filters. Like, yeah, it's right. Everything else looks good. Looks like somebody already did a bunch of work to it. So, let me go grab a few things and we'll see if we can't get spark into it. Maybe I should check the battery to make sure it's charged. Probably dead. Okay, got a few other things. Throw this battery in here. It's a value power. Yeah, you are. See if we get. No, nothing yet. So, do a little scratchy on the points. It's got a few miles on it. Might have to hook the meter up to it, but it should be alright. Set the well in this thing and should be okay. It was okay before. Why wouldn't it be okay now? I'm just gonna throw that back on there because it's fine. Pull a spark plug out, see what it looks like. What is that? Can you see it? 13/16 maybe? I'm sure it's fine. Well, come on. There it goes. Can you even see what's going on? Probably not. That's right. Oh, good night. You put it on the impact gun? You don't have to tighten your spark plugs that tight. Alright, you ready? Here we go. Ooh. A little foul. Which would be exactly like he said. It wasn't running that good. We're going to do a 2-for-1 special here. I'm going to set that there. And then you can watch. I'll go grab the key. See if it even does anything. I'm sure it'll probably start. Hey, there's your spider. Not today. This thing's gonna be cool. Ooh, ready? That sounded pretty slow. That's sounded pretty slow. Well, did it even spark? Who knows? Well, let's check. Alright, yep. I had to turn it off and rewind the footage because, you know, I don't have any friends to come help me. Nate's on vacation, messing around. Going to NASCAR. He seems to think NASCAR is going to go electric here next year, so he had to go to a NASCAR race. I doubt it. Well, anywho, let's go ahead and disconnect the fuel line from the tank because I really don't want that fuel going into the bowl, which it probably already is, but it's not into the glass filter, so that's good. That was the other thing too. I don't know if you can see this. He was saying too, one of his things, the owner of this car, is he loves history stuff. I don't blame him. I kind of like that stuff too. But he said, I don't know if you can see this. Maybe I'll bring you in there. Can you see that? Yeah. See that? He said that he's only supposed to come with a 1 rib, so having 2 rib, he said was not normal for this car, even if it just came with this. So that's kind of neat. I don't know if that's true or not, but he likes to do that research, so I figured I'll let him do that. All right. Let's get this fuel line off. Ugh. Yeah. Come on. Let's screw around. Get off there. Ow. Petrified. There we go. Okay. I don't want that going. That's not really going to matter, I don't think. Maybe I'll go over and see if I got some fuel sitting on the shelf over there. Give it a little squirty and see what happens. See what I got in the stock. Oh yeah. We got some. Whoa, not on my finger. I need to get one of those little, what are they, paint gun cleaner things? That'd be nice. What do you think? Is that gonna do it? Either gonna do it or it's gonna catch on fire. Let's just hope it's the first one. Here we go. Do something. Oh. Starter. It ain't turning over fast enough. I hope it doesn't turn into having to redo the starter. I can smell the old gas from here. Maybe it just wants a little more. What do you think? A little more? Perfect. Try it again. I'm getting in this time. Feels too cool inside of here. Come on. I know it runs. I know it runs. Let's get that sneaky carburetor off there. We'll get it over on the bench, get it torn apart, and see what we can come up with on that. So, here we go. I think somebody was already in here messing around. I was told that the guy that I bought it from said the guy that he bought it from couldn't get this carburetor to run right, which doesn't mean anything really anymore, because it'll run even if we gotta rebuild the whole entire thing, you know, even all the way down to, we'll do that. He really wants to keep this this setup on there. What size is that? Probably the size I don't have sitting here. Okay. Who took it? Oh, yeah, this is me again. I'm the only one here. I like the hard line. Oh, come on. It is the vacuum advance line. Sorry, I'm a little slow. Well, you get the gist, don't you? Don't you? I'm going to get this thing pulled off, and we'll go ahead and put it on the bench, and I'll get you to take a look at it as soon as I get it off. Okay? Alright. It's off there. First, check out that spacer. That's pretty cool. I wonder why they had to put that spacer on there, and then if that's it might not be factory though. Who knows? Somebody else might have put that on there. Such a bare bones car. Got the I'm gonna die master cylinder. Guess that happens every day. Got the P bag. There's a different look at that. Dual rib. What do you think? I don't know. It's weird. It's one of those things I would have never known. If he wouldn't have said anything, I would have never known. And that's I mean, if we're really, let's talk about the star of the show here. Value power. I mean, 2015? I wonder where you get those at. Probably dollar store. Here it is. Star of the show. Not really. But, gotta get some stuff laid out here. It's, oh yeah. It's got Ford stamped on it. Oh, still has the gasket on the bottom. Mr. Gasket. Ooh. Okay. Moving on. Suppose that's supposed to be on there? That's probably not supposed to be on there. Ooh. It must have a heat riser on it from the manifold. I'll have to go look later. Pull the fuel filter off. Oh, there we go. Jeez. Okay, who's here? Nobody, just the door. Double filter or double gasket. Genius. Let's pull the top off. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Before I even get too far going, I'm gonna get ultrasonic cleaner going. That way I'm not waiting for it to heat up. I can do this while I'm tearing it apart. So, hold on a second. still warm. I was doing a Edelbrock earlier, and I had my kids here. Otherwise, I'd have recorded this morning and done this all at the same time. But you know, you got kids here, and they can't stop yapping. So we are just going to. Oh, thing's already leaking fuel everywhere. Come on. That full? Probably should have got rid of the old fuel out of it, huh? I bet I missed one. I have to say this will be the first one of these I've ever done, which again I'm not 100% sure what it even is. I had the rebuilder tag off of it and just took that down to go get a kit for it, so I think it's a 4100, I think. I don't know. Sound right to you? I'm sure somebody's out here going, oh yeah, into this. But I've never done one, so if you've never done one either, we'll find out together. Dang, that's my beak all itchy. Yeah, got a little clip in here. Little clippy clip. Come on. Play nice. Why do you gotta not play nice when I'm on TV? Trying to be on TV here. Just trying to be famous. Get off. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not trying to be famous. I don't really care either way, but I figured this was kind of cool, and that's what I watch on TV, so I don't know. Clip's off now. I bet this thing's probably holding it down. The smallest wrench I got. If I was betting man, I'd say that was probably holding it. What's your take on the inside? Look at the size of that thing. Alright. Oh. Dun, dun, dun. That's it? I figured it'd be a lot more than that. They used to pull an Edelbrocks off and dangly bits hanging down, and what's going to be underneath here is the real question. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, nasty. Wow. Can you see that? Hold on. Can you see that in there? Right there? Is that sand? No wonder why I didn't run. No wonder why it didn't run. I guess I should probably pull out. I hate this feeling of this stuff. Pull out this little bin to throw the small parts in. And let's get to starting. What do we do here? Crowbar? Yeah, crowbar. Right here. Well, no. I see. There it is. It's got a spring that holds it down. There's the needle and seat. We're going to wash everything, even though the kit's probably going to come with a new one. But we're going to go ahead and wash it anyway. Because I have no idea what the kit comes with. Oh. There's like... oh, this is funny. There's like chunks of stuff in there. Yeah, I don't think it's going to take... unless the throttle shaft is wore plumb out, but we will rebuild if I can find the stuff to do it. I'm sure somebody has. And knowing this guy, he would know if it was the real carburetor for this car or not. So, okay, now what? Let's pull the jets out, maybe? Yikes. So you know what, I'm gonna leave those in for now. I'll clean those when I get it out. Ew. What is that? Alright, pull this off. Like the secondaries. Wash the bolt. Just light pressure. You don't want to break that. Just enough to break that gasket bond. Oh. You see all that? There's like chunks inside of there. Pull that gasket off if we can. Right, there we go. Into the pot. Ugh. Now you gotta tell me how this goes back together when we're all said and done, because I'll forget probably by tomorrow. Yeah, that goes in the front, not the back. Front, not the back. Actually, that should probably go in. Bath time. Is this loose? Oh, no chunks in that piece. But nothing that looks out of the ordinary anyway. Into the back. What the heck is that? Oh, there's a check ball, and that must be the accelerator pump. Yep. We're not going to throw that in. I know as soon as I dump this thing upside down, parts are going to fall out because I can see them. Let's see if I can sop up some of that. That is disgusting. That stinks so bad too. It's all green, so you know it's ethanol. It looks like eggs or ants or something lived in this thing. Is there ants in here? Is this a bug's life? Alright. Yeah. So, secondary, let's pull the this dude out. Maybe. Oh, it's got one of those spring tension doodads. I don't know what you call them. I hate them. I'll show you if I can get it off without breaking the thing or launching it into the next atmosphere. Got one of those on it. Didn't break it. Score. Okay. Into the pot. Pull the accelerator pump off. You're doing the Edelbrock's. Kind of reminds me of an Edelbrock, but smaller. This looks way smaller than that 750 I just worked on. Primaries on secondaries on that 750 are much larger than this. This must only be a 500 or something. Yeah, I know. I'll just continue taking it apart and kind of tell you about. If you've seen the last video, you'll see how I kind of moved away from motorcycle stuff. I'm not gonna probably do much. I'll do some riding, but I do this full time now, so I really don't have. I mean, I got time to ride, but the guy that I used to ride with works at the old place that I worked, and there's chunks inside of where the plunger doodad is, whatever you call that thing. Flappy disc. We'll call it the Stingray. It looks like a Stingray flapper. Not that I don't ride. I just don't ride right now because I use before, you know, work a job. I drove a work truck when I was there. I was maintenance, so I could ride to work, get in my truck, go do my stuff, and leave. Well, now I drive to the shop, and if I gotta go to the store or go to a customer, grab my tools, pack tools with me. I mean, I guess I could on a motorcycle, but it's not as comfortable. We'll just say that. It could be done if I had to, but I don't know that I'll have. Oh, it's gone forever. Wow, that came off violently. Ah, that's the cleanest part of the entire thing. That come off there? Yep, it does now. In the pot. But yeah, I you know, used to just sometimes I just leave straight from work, which is fine. But now I'd have to go home, and then by the time I get home, I'm tired and I don't want to ride. And kids really don't care anymore. I mean, they do, but it's not their jam. Well, what's holding this on there? Oh. Another clip. Oh, this is the better one. Wow, what you call them? Clip. Oh, it's got one of those weird spring-loaded doodad on that plastic arm. Well, that's stupid. Watch, the kid's not gonna come with this part. I'm gonna be destroying it. I hope it does. Should wait, but I'm not going to. Come on, get out there. Got it. Vacuum secondary diaphragm may be shut. Is this thing off here? I'd have to, but I don't think I'm going to pull it off. Well, I don't need to pull. I'm going to leave that on there. It's not going to probably hurt anything, but pull the choke mechanism off. It does not have a line, so I'm going to mark a line where it was. There. That way I can at least put it back to where it was. He said it ran on it, but it did not run very good, so. Is my bath ready? Oh, almost. Guess I could put the lid on, so the heat stays in, you know. Almost there. It'll look brand new when it's done. Well, it should look brand new when it's done. Yeah. It's the same as all the other ones I pulled apart. Is this thing 8 miles long? Yep. Gasket. 8 mile long bolt. This should be the last one. And we'll get it cooking and get it cleaned apart, and then I guess wait for the kit to come in whenever that decides it wants to be here. That's just a regular clip. Thought it was another one of those stupid E-clip that time. This thing stinks. Did I tell you that? This thing freaking stinks. That's the gasket. This whole thing needs a bath bad. It's got chunks in it. Get out of there. Wow. I want to bath that? Probably. Yeah, I do. Keep all the choke stuff together. Bath time. Bath time. And bath time. I can actually probably just go in a regular one. Okay, well, I think that's about all I'm going to pull apart. I'll pull a couple of little things out. I'll get it cleaned up and then I'll bring it back. Alright, so everything's out of the ultrasonic cleaner. Didn't do too bad. It's not going to clean that outside surface, but I don't think I want to leave it more original and not be brand spanking new. I suppose I could blast it. It just doesn't look right. So now I'm just waiting for the kit. Should be here in the morning, and then I guess put it together and go from there. What time is it? 3 o'clock? I got a few more 30 minutes. Maybe we'll go see what the fuel looks like in the fuel tank. See if we can't pump out whatever's left in there. All right. So I got my pump here. I'm gonna leave this fire hazard on here, but I already just got a whiff of the fuel tank, and as you can imagine, it's bad. So even though it was 5 years ago, supposed that it ran, I really don't believe that. Put that hose clamp back on. But we'll go ahead and run this electric pump into a tank, hooked onto a battery here. Well, let's see if I can I route it over here. You're gonna have to scoot over. Yeah. That'll work. See if I can't get that right into a tank. Go into a bucket. Alright. Here it is. There it goes. Well, there's nothing really in the tank. Well, that's good. Whatever was in there was nasty. It's the one thing that maybe I will keep that thing for. Might work good on a pump just for cleaning tanks out, because you can clean those filters. So that's handy. It's double filtered, so. And this was a perfectly clean bucket. Yeah, that's good fuel. We're just going to go ahead and let that shoot for a while, and I'll show you what it looks like when we get back. Okay, well, we're back. Carb kit came in. Hopefully it's right. one. Uh-oh. Instructions on the floor. That's been out of the bag before. Oh, moly. Yeah, 4100. Instruction sheet. Yikes. Well, hopefully everything's in here. Yeah, power valves in there. Top base gasket. Yep, looks right. It is a new day, by the way. So, start putting this thing back together. Let's see. Needle and seats. Yeah, you can see it kind of came back pretty good. It's not perfect, but I think I'm gonna leave it like that. I thought about sandblasting it. I just don't think it's worth. I mean, it's probably worth it, but it's just not gonna get that same finish. Oops. Sandblasting. So at least not with my setup. So we'll go ahead and I'll put this thing back together. If I come into something funky, I'll let you know. If not, I will come back at when we're all put back together. So, okay, we're back, and we're back with a rebuilt carburetor. Put the new gasket on. Carburetor on, rebuilt carburetor on. Bolt it back down. Hopefully, we can get this thing to run. That choke. Almost wondering if I don't know if I have an extra one laying around from a different Holly that I can wire in. Because I may do that. Because this one was old. It used the heat from the exhaust manifold. And somebody decided that they didn't want that anymore. So they deleted it. But we still want it. Where's the rest of my stuff? Guess I put it away. This kind of seems like a overly complex carburetor compared to some of the newer stuff nowadays, but it's got a lot more adjustments than those do. Those is kind of, a couple here, a couple there, and that's all you get really. I mean, you can adjust how much the choke flat's open, and all kinds of fun stuff. Turn line. You did. Playing this game again. With that hard line, it's got brass nut that you can't get on. It's one of those, moves a quarter of a turn, tightens up. Moves a quarter of a turn, tightens up. Well, come on. You talk to the carburetor like it's gonna talk back to you, but it helps. I'm telling you, it helps. Especially if you get one that just wants to be a pain in the neck. Like this one. I know, this is quite exhilarating TV, isn't it? Now I'll probably have to pull the whole thing back off again because of leaky something. Tink. Tight. Okay. Do I want to do that? I might want to not do that. I'm gonna plug my battery charger here. Plug it on one of my batteries. So that's on. I want to think I want to flush if there's anything in this line before I put fuel in the tank. And so since I got the fuel, let's go ahead and put some fuel in the gas tank itself, flush it through, and see if we can't get some good fuel. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully I don't have to redo this tank, but so I'm only going to use a couple gallons, just in case. Just enough to get the bottom a little wet. If it clears up, we'll be good to go, but hopefully we don't have to pull this tank. I really don't want to. All right. Well, that's good. Let's oh, there goes that cap. Let's get back over to the front. I'll get you set up and you can kind of watch the fuel come through the filter. Okay, I don't know if you can see. I'm gonna go ahead and just move this light. Whoa, whoa. I don't know if you can see that or not. Yeah, be alright. Let's move it up here. I'm gonna go ahead and hook this thing up. See what kind of fun stuff I get through here. That doesn't look horrible. Maybe I'll grab something to take a urine sample in. Let's go ahead and take a urine sample. Urine bucket. Now let's see. Let me get a little sample. Oh, it smells 1,000 times better than the stuff that was in it before, that's for sure. Yeah. Well, we're going to keep need that. Okay. Well, get you moved over here. Let me get my light moved back where it was. And let's get you moved back over so you can, we'll get it hooked back up in the fuel and see what we can come up with. Okay, well, I already put fuel in the bowl. Forgot to hit record. Rookie move. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a whirl and see what happens. Let's find out. Ready? And do something. Is the fuel pump not working? Yeah, the fuel pump's not working. I hope it is. Let's try again. You getting fuel yet? No. Is that fuel pump not working? You think that thing would have started by now, don't you think? Let's get a little more fuel. It is a pretty good sized bowl. Get a little more fuel. Let's see if I can. Maybe I gotta wipe that off before it backfires and starts with fire or something. Shouldn't. If I can get it to start, maybe the fuel pump will start doing its thing. Okay. Let's try again. Well, getting any fuel. I think it might have a dead fuel pump. Or it might just need primed. Okay, let's prime it. Should probably charge the battery, but let's just do this first. That should be enough to get a little bit on that fuel pump. Maybe that'll be enough to prime it. More gas everywhere. I have to bring out the other battery charger. Alright, I'm gonna bring the other battery charger out. Alright. It's on the big amp setting now. Let's see. Let's get this thing cranked over. Oh, okay. Not chucking fuel in. Alright, well, I'm gonna let that battery charge and then mess with it. I'll bring it back. Alright. Pretty sure I know what happened. Forgot the accelerator. There's a little rod inside the accelerator pump. I didn't put that in. You need that. Let's see if we'll start now. And I got the choke so it's just wide open, so I'm not fighting that. Do something. Clutch spring. It's just ding 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 ding. I'm trying to figure out what in the world that noise is. Oh, cool. It starts. No dice. So, does that mean the fuel pump took it down? That's my guess. That is mine. Nigga. You know what? I wonder if I could crank it this way. Finally. They can come up here or something? try to see if I can't get the that fuel pump to go. Come on, baby. Do something. Something. It's not looking good. Looks like the water pump took a dump too. It's spraying water everywhere now. Alright, well, now I'm gonna have to go see if I can get a water pump for this, or a fuel pump for this thing. If I can get that going, then we can get some fuel up to it, start dialing it in, and then see where we can go from there. So, stay tuned again. Alright, well, I made it back. Fuel pump is definitely shot. I checked it on the bench over there, and I put a little fuel to see if I can get it to come back out this side, and it just pushed it back out. So it is definitely no good. So we're gonna go ahead and put a new one on. Luckily Napa had one, and it's not that far up the road. Okay. Now we need, yep, and should get the hard line back on. I think. This will probably leak. Oil filter is really easy to change on this. It's right there. What is it? What's on it? 1515? Yeah, of course. $15.50. Gorilla Tight. Let's just go ahead. Get the fuel line back on it again. Pull that off. Should put some fuel in it or what? Grab my fuel bottle. It's over here testing. Let's give it a tiny bit of throttle too, and I guess I'll see what happens. Keep an eye on that fuel filter if you can even see it. Do something. I would definitely say that water pump is. Oh, did you even see that? Here, let's take a look at this. Look at this. Sorry. All right, look. We'll put that on the list of stuff that needs to be changed. So I'm gonna get it set up. I'm gonna go get the timing light, and I'm gonna see if I can't dial in this carburetor. So let me grab some stuff, and I'll be right back. That water pump. Well, there's no question it needs a water pump. There's no way that thing's at that many degrees. Got a fuel leak too on the inlet. I kind of thought it's got a goofy two-piece gasket. I don't know if it's even right. Whatever. I should probably figure out if that mark that I saw is the right one. There it is. There's the right mark. Let me go get my Sharpie and mark that. Got a silver Sharpie. Let's see if we can't get a mark on that. Yeah, there. Now, let's test it and see what it has for timing. Starts too easy for it to have 16 degrees. It's supposed to have 6. It's like negative, so I'm going to loosen that distributor and reset it again. Yeah, 1/2 inch. I can't believe that that thing would have. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, that was a lot. One more. All right. Keep the wrench in my back pocket. Let's try this again. Gotta be getting close. About 800. 6 degrees and 800 RPM, give or take. Yeah, pulley's terrible. I'll stop leaking fuel. Runs pretty good, actually. We'll see how good it restarts. Give it a couple seconds. See how good it restarts. Here we go. That's a lot of timing. Well, I guess I'm going to have to verify that timing mark because I don't think it's right. So I'm going to turn it off and let it cool off. Well, I'll show you. Yeah, it's a little bit too much advanced. So that mark on the balancer must not actually be right. So I'm going to have to redo, pull the spark plug and verify. So I'm going to let it cool off and I'll bring you back when it's kind of cool and I'll pull the spark plug out, see if I can't get it up to top dead center. Alright. Well, I messed up. I marked the wrong spot on the balancer. Yeah. It was probably pretty close where it was then. And let's see. See if I got enough. There. There. Alright. Put that spark plug back in. Now that it's extremely warm over here. I think I need this thing anymore. falling floor. Guaranteed. Alright. Let's just do a little preliminary. It's gonna be somewhere in there. Flat blade. Let's see if it'll start. Idle might be too low now. Idle's probably a little too low. Let's just do that. Sounds horrible. We'll see how good it starts now. That should be pretty close to where it's supposed to be. Let's let it sink up, or let it heat soak here a little bit. Burning off that old nasty old gas that I never stopped. And I never, almost said I never started recording, but I was. So, yeah. Fuel pump's fixed. I gotta do something about that. I don't like that fuel line. It doesn't need that filter there, so I may see about just getting a big flare for that. I might have one around here somewhere. Reflare the fitting for it. I don't like the, I just don't like that. Tighten down the distributor because it's right on money at 6. Something scared me. It just dripped. I watched it drip too. This thing's super easy to work on. I like it. Unlike a T-Bird that I had in the shop here not that long ago. That thing was awesome. Alright. We'll pull the timing light off. We don't need that anymore. And we'll put it back over there out of the way. What's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? Runs good now. I should probably fix that fuel leak, huh? Or let's go full gorilla mode on it, or what? Oh yeah, it's just gonna blow the gasket out. Yep, just blew the gasket out. we'll just let that drip dry. We already got some heat in it. Well, it runs and drives. I know. The fuel filter looks phenomenal. So probably run that for a while. Then we'll throw that metal one in after we know it's good. So I guess from here, yeah, I don't know. Let's let me think about it for a second, and I'll get back to you. Figure out what we're gonna do here.